I don't think Sonny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked, half baked, and you went on stage with it and it's nothing
Just
there.
go for it. Yeah.
There's nothing there.
He's going to hunt you down. He's going to find out what's going on. And that's good. That's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind that is examining these really corrupt and goofy systems and bringing in a bunch of psychopath wizards.
Whoopi Goldberg just filed a $20 million lawsuit against Joe Rogan, claiming that his scathing remarks about her were not only humiliating, but crossed the line into defamation. It all stems from the chaotic aftermath of Elon Musk's stunning $80 million lawsuit against Whoopi, a legal clash that already had the public on edge. Now, with Whoopi and Rogan at each other's throats, this drama has taken a new turn that no one saw coming. If you thought the feud between Whoopi and Musk was over, think again. Once Joe Rogan stepped in to weigh in on the controversy, everything spiraled into a whole new level of chaos, leading Whoopi to take aim at him in court.
Hey, welcome to Celebrap, your spot for the hottest celebrity news. I notice a lot of you watch, but aren't subscribed. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, smash like, and drop a comment below. Stay tuned, because we've got even more juicy updates coming your way.
You're not really making the world a better place.
Right.
You're just allowing these financial institutions to enact control over corporations. And it's a really shifty, weird way they're doing it by making it seem like they're trying to make the world a better, more equal place.
The roots of this messy saga trace back to Whoopi Goldberg's shocking allegations about Elon Musk. During a heated segment on The View, she accused Musk of using his vast fortune to manipulate government policy, a charge she delivered with such confidence that viewers assumed she had substantial evidence. The media jumped on it, with some outlets framing it as a daring expose on big money corruption. But that wasn't how Musk viewed it at all.
Everyone had something to say, but no one said, oh, well, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Because it involves so many other things, and I think that it is a matter of how we treat ourselves.
Just days later, Musk filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi. His legal team cited a noticeable dip in Tesla's stock price shortly after her comments aired, arguing that her accusations posed real harm to his business interests. They demanded a retraction and apology, insisting she present proof or face the financial consequences. This alone was enough to light a fuse under social media and mainstream news alike, sparking debates over free speech, celebrity influence, and the blurry lines between personal opinion and libel.
You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't.
Enter Joe Rogan, who never minces words, especially when it comes to high-profile figures he believes are misleading the public. On his podcast, Rogan didn't hold back, calling out Whoopi for spreading what he deemed to be pure speculation. Without any factual grounding, he argued that someone with Whoopi's platform has a special responsibility to show concrete proof when accusing a billionaire of government manipulation. Rogan's critiques went viral fast, drawing in fans who believed he was simply telling it like it is.
If you could stop Hitler by any means necessary, wouldn't you stop Hitler? And so they equate Donald Trump with Hitler and go, here you go, this is our modern Hitler. Do you see what Whoopi Goldberg said?
What'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. You just need to see how unhinged this kind of thinking is.
All those rights, he is immune from everything.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican in jail.
But from Whoopi's perspective, Rogan's comments felt more like a personal attack than a measured critique. She saw his podcast monologue as unnecessarily harsh and humiliating. Clips of Rogan's fiery takedown circulated online, prompting discussions about whether he had gone too far. His defenders pointed out he's known for speaking bluntly to hold people accountable, celebrities or not. Yet others claimed Rogan's tone was mocking and deliberately humiliating, creating a social media storm that took on a life of its own.
Handling this whole, like, what the?
Yeah, he was definitely what the and he was happy that the ADL, of all people, defended him.
That storm surged into a full-blown legal war when Whoopi slapped Joe Rogan with a $20 million lawsuit. According to her legal team, Rogan's humiliating commentary crossed the line, damaging her reputation in a way that mere criticism would not. They characterized his podcast remarks as defamatory, arguing he presented harsh opinions about her credibility as if they were indisputable facts. The lawsuit is monumental because it raises questions about how freely entertainers and public figures can critique each other. Whoopi's team insists that Rogan intentionally exacerbated the situation by painting her as dishonest and attention-seeking. They also claim that his substantial audience amplified the harm, making it more than just an offhand remark. Whether or not a court will agree remains to be seen, but Whoopi's $20 million demand signals she's ready to fight this battle to its bitter conclusion. What's most striking is how emotional Whoopi has been throughout this ordeal. Sources close to her say she's been under immense stress since Musk's $80 million lawsuit landed on her doorstep. Facing one multi-million-dollar lawsuit is bad enough. Now she's embroiled in a second legal confrontation, this time as the plaintiff. In early court proceedings related to Musk's suit, she broke down in tears, admitting she never realized how a single comment on her talk show could spiral into such a massive backlash. Yet, despite her emotional state, Whoopi hasn't backed away from her position that powerful corporations and individuals do, in fact, try to sway political decisions. She remains adamant that her remarks about Musk were rooted in legitimate concerns about money and influence. On the flip side, Musk's team insists that any valid concerns should be accompanied by verifiable facts they say Whoopi simply doesn't have. Meanwhile, her lawsuit against Rogan suggests she views his brand of critique as vengeful, over the top, and far too personal. From Rogan's vantage point, he's the one being unfairly targeted by a celebrity who's not used to being called out so directly. He's consistently framed his commentary as responsible free speech. If someone of Whoopi's stature makes unproven allegations about government manipulation, she should expect to be challenged, especially on a prominent public platform. Rogan's fans applaud his willingness to say what others won't, citing that it's long overdue for TV personalities to offer more than just sound bites and rumors. Behind the scenes, Rogan's legal representatives argue that a lawsuit from Whoopi is an attempt to muzzle open discussion on serious accusations. They say that if you're going to publicly call someone corrupt, you must be prepared to face scrutiny, and that's all Rogan provided. Scrutiny and skepticism. The $20 million figure, they suggest, is excessive and serves to intimidate rather than resolve any genuine dispute over the facts. Meanwhile, the media has had a field day. First, there was an avalanche of coverage on Whoopi's claims about Musk, which created the initial shockwave. Now, headlines are bursting with stories about her countersuit against Rogan. Some outlets appear to champion Whoopi's perspective, painting her as a victim of Rogan's caustic brand of commentary. Others echo Rogan's stance, arguing that if celebrities are going to dish out serious allegations, they shouldn't wilt when someone pushes back, especially if they lack evidence. Caught in the crossfire are the viewers. Some are outraged by what they see as Whoopi's reckless talk show style, while others think Rogan's approach was too combative, effectively bullying her on a massive platform. The swirling opinions have caused friction among fans, internet commentators, and media analysts alike. Network executives for The View are also feeling the heat, with critics suggesting the show needs stricter editorial oversight to prevent co-hosts from making unsubstantiated claims that invite legal action. As the lawsuits pile up, there's been speculation about whether Whoopi or Rogan will try to tone things down to avoid further public uproar. Whoopi has made some attempts to clarify her stance on Musk, saying it wasn't her intention to present rumors as fact. Yet those clarifications haven't stopped Musk's legal team from pressing forward. Similarly, Rogan has doubled down on his critique, insisting that anyone with a massive audience, like Whoopi, must handle serious accusations responsibly. Some viewers of The View point out that Whoopi seemed very earnest when she made her initial statements about Musk, claiming later that it was just an offhand remark rings hollow to them. On the other hand, critics accuse Rogan of grandstanding, making Whoopi a public punching bag to boost his own platform's engagement. Whichever angle you take, there's no denying that both personalities are standing their ground. For Whoopi, it's about fighting back against what she considers a public shaming. For Rogan, it's about transparency and intellectual honesty in the face of high-profile claims. So here we are, watching a real-time escalation where not one, but two headline-grabbing lawsuits are in play. Whoopi Goldberg is battling Elon Musk's $80 million defamation complaint, and now she's taking on Joe Rogan to the tune of $20 million, accusing him of taking criticism too far. It's a surreal intersection of Hollywood celebrity, billionaire drama, and the messy dynamics of public discourse. When big personalities clash, the ripple effects go far beyond the courtroom. These lawsuits could end up setting precedents for how freely talk show hosts and podcasters can speak about public figures without fear of legal repercussions. As viewers, we're left wondering, are we witnessing a necessary reckoning where accountability is finally being enforced? Or are these legal battles a cautionary tale about stifling robust debate, where money and power ultimately call the shots? Time will tell how these legal showdowns unfold. For now, one thing is certain, the tension is far from over. Whoopi shows no signs of backing down, Musk's legal strategy is in full swing, and Joe Rogan isn't about to apologize for speaking. His mind, where does that leave us? Right in the thick of the most talked about controversy in entertainment and media. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more updates on this ever-evolving drama.